Hi guys, Dan here from Dan's Tech. In today's video guys, we're going to be having a look at a mouse. This is the gaming mouse from QPAD. This is the DX20. Now, one thing I just want to mention straight off the bat, QPAD have really done something different with this mouse, and they've actually integrated some kind of LED base or strip to the bottom of the mouse. So you're going to get a glow from the base of the mouse. Something I've not seen before, and if anything is, well, just a very good selling point of the mouse. And if you do like that feature, then just grab it. I've been testing this mouse for the last few days, and I will say it's a very, very good mouse for the money. I will just get on to pricing near the end. I've done something really funky with the pricing lately, but in general, great mouse. So without further ado guys, we're going to get on with a good old unboxing overview. I'm then going to go over my experiences with using the mouse.
To get started on an unboxing, inside the packaging you get the mouse, 4 replacement glide pads and a soft pouch to keep the mouse protected during transport, which houses the mouse nicely, a nice addition. Onto the mouse itself, it sports quite a simple ambidextrous design with RGB LED lighting in 3 separate zones. The texture of the mouse is very soft and should add comfort when using it. The mouse features 7 buttons, the well-known left, right and scroll wheel button, in addition to a page back and forward and 2 DPI buttons for toggling the DPI in-game quickly. The left and right buttons feature on-run switches and are rated at 10 million clicks each. These also offer a distinctive click and overall are very robust. One main feature of this mouse is the lighting. This mouse features a LED plate and an LED ring on the scroll wheel. Personally, this LED plate is quite unique looking and if anything is not too blingy. The lights are set to dark blue from the get-go, however you can change these in the software as these are indeed RGB lights. The mouse features the Pixar 3320 optical sensor, of which has great reviews all around the net, and with its 676 sensing pixels and 5.3K FPS sampling rate, overall it's a great sensor for this mouse. As for some other main specs, QPAD's webpage on this mouse doesn't mention dimensions, however using the good old tape measure reveals that it's 127mm in length, 68mm in width and 36mm in height. The weight of the mouse is rather light at 94 grams, and as for the cable length, this is 2 meters, of which is braided and does have a golden USB connector. The DPI of the mouse is 3500, although not the highest, this will do most people just fine. And finally, the polling rate is 1000 Hz, so we'll have the standard 1 millisecond response time through the serial bus. Moving on to the software, this is a 11MB download, and overall is a great piece of software. Opening the software, it looks very colourful. Now, despite it looking like a child has created it, the functionality is definitely there and offers great customization of the mouse despite the colours used for the tiles. Going through a few of the tiles, you can change basic settings like the cursor speed and set the amount of DPI settings you want when pressing the DPI up and down buttons. This includes the DPI sensitivity for each. More advanced settings may include options for setting the LED lighting for the scroll wheel, logo and also the base. In the advanced settings you can change the lift-off distance and perform surface calibration. Many more advanced options are possible like recording macros and remapping all of the 7 buttons. I personally prefer my mouse's web page forward and backwards buttons to control the volume in Windows. Anyhow, let's move on to using the mouse and my final thoughts.
So maybe on to the good old performance of the mouse and just my time using the mouse actually for the last few weeks. In general, a very, very good mouse, and I have found that it is very, very accurate, and in general I think the actual shape of the mouse, for my hands anyway, is just, well, great. I really do like the feel of the mouse. I do like the really soft coating that it's got on the top. It is a lot like my Corsair M65, where it's just about here. Really, really nice, soft touch, which is, I think, really, really good, really. If you are one of those people that do sweat quite a lot, that can probably become a little bit slippery, so do be aware of that. But I generally don't really sweat when I'm gaming. Well, it's just not something I do. But in general, a really, really good mouse. And just to conclude overall, the way you can change the lighting and also set macros and just do many other things like program all 7 of the buttons on the mouse, it just makes a really, really good mouse. Now, as for the price, the retail of this mouse is, I think, €69, or was €69, and that would equate to about 59 UK pounds. That I thought was pretty expensive when I first received this mouse, but now looking around, it has dropped significantly, and you can get it between about 30 to 40 pounds here in the UK, and that overall, I think, for this mouse is really, really good. A lot better than that £58 price tag that it did have a few weeks ago. So yeah, in general, at the price of 30 to 40 pounds, it's a very, very good mouse, and it is rivaling a lot of the mice that are on the market today in the same kind of price bracket. A very, very nice mouse. I do like the fact they've done something different with the LEDs and that you do have the bottom of the mouse light up. I think that's just a very unique feature of the mouse. And if you do like that, feel free to grab the mouse. The DPI on this, I just want to mention, it isn't the highest in the world, but it shouldn't really impair any really gaming It shouldn't really impair any gaming sessions really. At 1080p, 1440p, 4K, you should be fine. Just crank that all the way to the max and then maybe adjust the Windows sensitivity. Yeah, you should be fine with the sensitivity. A lot of mice these days are like 6400 or 12,000 DPI, and it's like, yeah, you don't really need that unless you got like an 8K monitor, but who has them? Yeah, oh yeah. So to conclude, the DX20 from QPAD, fantastic mouse, and I would recommend it. So guys, thanks very much for watching. You will find links as always in the good old description box, and other links to say my other channels and social media. That's going to be about it. So thanks for watching guys. Feel free to like, comment, and also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.